Hi, everyone. Um, it has been brought to my attention that during the initial release of this Gemini new moon um, tarot reading, I inadvertently left out Cancer rising. I didn't unpause. I recorded it, but I didn't unpause. So I am going to do it again right now. So, for those of you with Cancer rising, this new moon is happening in your 12th house. And your 12th house is a place of real internal work. It's a place, sometimes it's called the house of self undoing. And that doesn't necessarily mean like undoing in a bad way. It's about really kind of opening to the greater cosmic consciousness, to really connecting in to greater feelings and emotions and spirituality and all those kinds of things. And so this new moon, this Gemini moon in the 12th house, could really be an opening to a spiritual journey of some sort, or to some kind of like higher service, or any of those kinds of things. You know, it's very much about relationships and about kind of that emotional intelligence related to relationships, particularly when it's in your 12th house. So, Cancer rising, let's see what the cards have to say for you um, during this time, during this new moon time. All right, so your opportunity is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is so nice for Cancer rising because the Ace of Cups, cups are all about emotions. Cups are about water. And of course, Cancer is the first of the water signs. The aces are the initiation into any suit. So it's kind of the purest sense of the suit. So, what I'm seeing for you, Cancer rising, is an invitation to maybe take a step into um, a new relationship or a new intuitive vibe. But it's a really in a feeling way, really feel into something new with this new moon. Um, the Ace of Cups is definitely relational, but it's on the feeling end. It's not an intellectual kind of relationship. It's really like a just like meeting somebody and just clicking, just knowing that is the connection. Um, and 12th house, it might not be meeting another person. It might be really tapping into your intuition and really meeting yourself, really stepping into that space and really kind of investigating and figuring out um, where you are and what you might need to be doing. So there's an invitation during this moon cycle to really, step into that intuition, step into that emotional, um, access those deep emotions and feelings. Really access that cosmic consciousness. Um, don't overthink it. Don't get too mercurial about it. Um, Listen to your heart, which as a Cancer rising, you should be pretty familiar with. You definitely are coming from a more heart-centered space. So yeah, so the invitation is to like step into your intuition, maybe step into a new relationship, but really go deep. What's going to be the issue? What is the challenge during this lunar cycle? The challenge is the Magician. And the Magician is about realizing that you have all the tools you need. So that makes me think this Ace of Cups is really a step into your own intuition, and rather than finding a partner, although if you find a partner, totally do it. But I'm thinking that this is a step into your own intuition, and that the challenge for you is going to be recognizing that you have all the skills you need all by yourself, that you don't need another training, you don't need another mentor, you don't need another person to give you permission to do whatever this deep work that you're going to be doing during this lunar cycle is. So, whatever this deep internal soul searching kind of work, this magician is saying you may be challenged to recognize that you have all the tools, that might be hard for you, but know that you have all the tools. So take a leap into some kind of intuitive or exploration into cosmic connection, into the big world of interconnected emotional interconnection, and know that you have all the skills you need. You have all those things on your own. So, what is the universe asking you to do to step into this energy. The universe is inviting you to engage with the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is about wishful thinking. So it's about having lots of decisions and kind of daydreaming about what it might be you want to do. And the Seven of Cups is sometimes a frustrating card. Sometimes it's like well you're in la la land, you think everything's going to work out. But I think in this case, because this is the card of your to-do list, this is what you are doing during this cycle, um, and because we're getting some guidance on stepping into intuitive kinds of spaces and spaces that might not show up in the 3D world, that there is some daydreaming, and there is some kind of just floating, maybe even night dreaming, maybe even just tapping into what is coming up for you and not being too tied or too worried about um, having it show up in a really concrete kind of way. This is not necessarily a lunar cycle where you need to check things off a checklist. This is a lunar cycle where you're really being invited to like think about all the choices out there, even if they're not practical in the 3D world, even if they're just like ideas or options, like what's out there, what could it be, and just feel into it in a really intuitive way. Um, that they're actually, as I'm thinking about it, the Seven of Cups, um, while it is about emotional and feeling into decisions, it it also is very Gemini in that it's not necessarily encouraging you to make a decision. It's not encouraging you to necessarily be definitively one way or another. So that is your to-do list. Think about what your choices are, feel into them, and don't worry too much about making sure you're checking any boxes. All right. So then the Wild Mystic Oracle deck is our last card, just for the guidance from the universe. And Cancer Rising, you got the family, which is the seahorse in this deck. And let me grab the guidebook. Um, Let me pull up the seahorse and tell you what that is indicating. So the seahorse represents family, be it found family or blood family. It is, in its essence, it is about accepting. It is about an accepting and safe place full of allies, protectors, and friends. It does not dictate what family should be or what it should not be. Um, it signifies unconditional love, affection, care, and safety. This card can also indicate nurturing, development, and acceptance. It is a card of healing, but it may be that other people around you are doing the healing rather than you doing the healing yourself. So it could be, let's see, it is the act of defending those we love from harm and hurt and protecting them with love and care. It could also be a potent card for fertility or symbolic of a new member of the family entering your life, which is sort of interesting with this Ace of Cups. That could be a new member entering your life. But yeah, very much the message from the universe is about this unconditional love, which is very much kind of a 12th house signature. Very much like having an open heart and supporting and protecting people and yourself in all of this. So, Cancer Rising, I'm sorry I missed you the first time, but thanks for tuning in. And I hope this helps. If it does, would you give me a like? Would you give me a subscribe? It helps me grow the channel. It helps people find me. It helps me know you're out there. All right, Cancer Rising. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.